to these questions. It is finals time, game number 1. So of course nothing is decided just yet, but what we do have decided is that it's only one of these tamers, either Mr. Beast or Snrplat, will be crowned our champion today. But let's head straight into it. So Rawrzyyy, of course, eliminating any wind type, so it will be Tuvine catching that first ban.
Oh, but then it's the Ukama taking the ban on Rawrzyyy's side, potentially telling us that, you know, thinking about running that Campfire, Size Munch, maybe even the Grumper.
Yeah, exactly. Ukama does so much to like half the team there, right? Gyalis takes some good damage, Grumper, Size Munch, Campfire, and there we go. Beast World is gonna be a 10 we haven't seen this entire tournament. It will be the Campfire, usually rather speedy, and does get paired up with Grumper. So he says, I dare you to pick now, guys. I am ready for it. But Rawrzyyy most likely gonna go with the trusty Plat. You know, he is Snrplat, so I do think it's going to be good. It does good damage. We saw it already has aquatic, Aqua Bullet Hell. And that's double damage to Campfire and Grumper. But no, what? Wait, I think I'm missing something here. I am missing something. It could just be a guaranteed Naga to have for the game. But you know, Ninja still doesn't have Bamboozle. That Naga is definitely not going to be staying in. The Grumper is staring him so hard.
Yeah, and Rawrzyyy loses his Golder, so he doesn't have any Bamboozle. But now, I mean, he does get this Platamus. That is 2 Water Thames against a team that doesn't really want to face down the waters. I was really proud of the start. I was feeling like Campfire was a great way to go. Maybe ban the Platamus second if it didn't get picked. But now it's looking a little bit tougher.
Yeah, and I wonder if Golder was the right one, because you know, with heavy hitting Thames like the Scunch, like Gyalis, you kind of start getting the better of Golder. Those Savage Suplex you know, Golder's a thick boy, but Savage Suplex still does, you know, 30-35%. So you only need a couple attacks like those to take down the Golder. But we'll see. You know, he's in the finals for a reason. He knows what he's doing. The Kinu gets picked up, and it is time. This whole tournament has been leading up to this very moment. It is the finals. Rawrzyyy, Beast, who's gonna get it? Let's jump straight into it, guys. Campfire and the Grumper facing off against the Nagais and the Ninja. And whoa!
Mention.
And so I'm sorry, Rawrzyyy. I was just look at Grumper's name. What the heck? The III-I. But go ahead, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so on Beast's side with this Scunch, there's no Thames on Rawrzyyy's side that can use Cage. Nothing forcing Scunch to stay in and face down the mental power. So that could lead to some havoc being wreaked. But a lot of damage on turn 1. Gyalis down to 60. Campfire going for the heat up, but pays the price down below 50 at the end of next turn, even if he doesn't get attacked.
Yeah, but what a good read from Beast Worlds off the bat, saying there is no way Nagas is staying in, especially because I have this Grumper. Let's go ahead and throw the Mud Showers in, and it actually catches the Gyalis. Most likely ban, because, or not ban, the most likely to be coming in because of that hook kick onto the Grumper there. So really good read from Beast Worlds here in that opening turn. And already 40% down on Gyalis, and Campfire, most likely the speediest Tim, takes down Gyalis just like that. It came in, and there it goes.
Yeah, and that was absolutely huge. We know from previous games, Snrplat's Gyalis does have Doppel. We don't know if Beast Wars' Gyalis has Doppel as well. If not, that was a big safety play.
So Campfire, already heated up, can most likely do a huge amount of damage onto Ninja. And with this Grumper still on the board, it really threatens out Nagai. So Rawrzyyy has to go Platamus.
You know, though, I mean, this is a +2 attack Capire. We're on turn 3. Flaming Meteorite exists. And Grumper's still here. Platimus goes down if he stays in. Oh, but Capire swaps out instead. Doesn't want to go for the sheer overpowering. Keanu swapping in, buffing up Grumper just a little bit more aquatic. Bullet hell onto Grumper. Good thing the Keanu buff came through, but then the Toxic Ink, a good read. Keanu taking so much damage. Thunderstrike towards this Platimus, something we've seen over and over again. 33% left.
Yeah, and such a good read as you said from Mattia. He says you're gonna swap out the Capfire, so let's Aqua Bullet Hell into Grumper, and you're most likely gonna bring out the Keanu, so let's throw a good Toxic Ink in that direction. So 100% red for Mattia. Of course, Platimus does almost eat 70%, so it did not come for free. But yeah, I mean, actually, I don't even know who's pulling ahead. This is just already such an epic showdown with that heated up Capfire in the back line. Capfire alone checks that 2-Vine, checks the Nidrasil. So the other Tems, the only duty they have is to take down that Platimus and the Nagas, because Capfire by himself should be enough for those other 2 Tems. So Beast feeling a bit good here, but Magia always capable of turning things around in a single turn.
You know, with Scunch in the back too, we may see Beast come to regret not taking the Nidrasil down when he had the opportunity. Retreating Capfire to fight another day.
Wow.
Sacrificing onto this Gialis though. Keanu's still at 50% health. I guess just wanted to make Gialis a little tankier. Aquatic Whirlwind not going to do as much as it would have, but still 100 down to 79. Toxic Ink as well. We're not going to see mirroring this time though. It's only 1 Toxic Tick.
Yeah, and still for that crazy sacrifice, +2/+2, still does 40% from that double up, so still a good chunk of damage. But yeah, I think Platimus is not feeling too safe. The Capfire comes back out, so he's saying you just used your fast 6 technique, which was the Aquatic Whirlwind, so Gialis should be the fastest Tem now. So I think Capfire feels safe. The only question is, actually I think we saw it before, a Sharp Stab brought it to like 11%, so I do think a Crystal Bite will easily kill it. You just gotta outspeed here, and I think it will. Oh, the Flaming Meteorite going first.
Nidrasil stays in. That is a dead snake.
Yeah, and that
fire chip.
That's what we thought was going down from the previous turn, but Crystal Bite should get the, oh, so close, but the War Drum inching it out. So last 2 Tems for Snrplat, the 2-Vine and the Nagais. Wait a minute, Grumper's still in the back line. There's no bamboozle pressure from Magia. Man, Beast World is doing a fantastic job here in game number 1. This Capfire honestly putting on such a performance. One-shot the, or not one-shot, but you know, took down the Gialis. Almost one-shot the Nidrasil. Yeah, Capfire really underrated, I will say. And I know you're a fan of Capfire, aren't you, Rawrzyyy?
Yeah, I mean, just before I came into the voice chat with you, I was sitting in another one, and I was talking about that. I said, Capfire is really disrespected. Most people don't realize that heat up Flaming Meteorite.
Yeah.
Just stomp.
And I think the thing what people disregard is the speed. If you saw, Capfire actually outspeeding Gialis, so Capfire stays in, it should be going down. And I wonder why it did stay in. Perhaps a free swap in. I think that was the idea. Gialis does take a bit, but Hook Kick should be coming in over 50%. But Grumper, no Golder on the side. Grumper 39 speed with the tech should be able to go first. That's 4x damage from Nagais. I mean, that seems like the easy choice. I don't see why else. Yeah, 3-3. Or maybe a III-III, whatever it is, this Thunderstrike should be going first. Naga is 100-0 guaranteed. And then it's 2-Vine versus the remaining of these Tems.
Yeah, but there's still a Scunch in the back. No way will Tuvine take down a Scunch and a Gialis. Naga falls down like you said, and Ductor absolutely confirms it. Tuvine Crystal Plume Gatling towards this Gialis might. Oh, just not enough. Crystal Bite now 39%, down to 4.5. That's GG.
Yeah, and Beast War, what a fan. So there it goes, these guys got in a match right away. Matchia said, no way I'm trying to lose 2 times in a row. You're not going to take me down that easy. I have the blue side, so let's see how I can make it work. What was the most problematic temp for me? He decides it's the Grumper, and I will have to agree.
Yeah, bans the Grumper first, but if Beast bans Ukama again, oh no, it's Naga instead this time. He says, if I don't get my Grumper, you don't get your Naga. But now Platimus and Ukama is a lot of pressure for Capire. Ukama leading, saying, Beast, you can't do that same thing you did. It worked too well for you last time. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see how Beast wants to make these adjustments now. Ukama, as you said, there's a reason why Beast banned at the game 1. Ukama does so much into Beast World's entire team. You can no longer start up with that heat up turn 1. That is way too much pressure. Instead goes for the Kinu and Tuvine. Not too bad. So just in case it is the Volarin, you do got the Tuvine. And just in case it's any toxic temp for that toxic synergy, you have the Tuvine Feather Gatling there.
We do lead Gialis though, definitely pressuring both Tuvine and Kinu. As soon as turn 2 comes around, Hook Kick or Crystal Bite would be so scary. So Beast will have to think about switching pretty early on. Nidrasil takes the second ban, along with then Scunch on Beast Wars' side. You know, Beast didn't even get to use it last time. It wasn't needed. And Matt G is saying, I don't want you to have that in the back. Not this time.
Yeah, so Platimus, Golder do get picked up. Beast, we didn't see the side pack coming out, so side pack does get brought out here. Either Volarin or Tuvine. Both are looking pretty good. Tuvine weaker to the back line that Beast still has remaining. But Volarin pretty good into Kinu and the side pat. Okay, does decide to go with the Volarin just so he gets more toxic synergy. And here it is, potentially the last game if Beast War has it his way. If not, we could go into game 3 with Matgia winning this, but it could be game point right here, right now. Let's see how Matgia wants to respond. He has quite the good opener, Ukama Gialis, so does check down this Tuvine just a bit. Something like Water Cannon, Double Gash. Tuvine's easily falling under 50% in the opening. And the thing about Kinu, he's really good to open with. He's just not going to apply a lot of pressure, so you definitely got to swap it out. Unless, I guess a Beta Burst. But it feels like a side pat feels a bit better there.
Yeah, I don't think a Beta Burst would be worth it. I think the side pat is the play. Matgia, though, bringing Volarin in for this Gialis. And Beast Wars retreating Kinu for Penguini, the side pat.
There we go, Penguini. I'm loving the name, but the Toxic synergize onto Tuvine. Of course, the Kinu buff gonna be holding it up just a bit more, so only 65. That CPG with the snare almost bringing it down to 50%.
Yeah, after the Toxic ticks, thanks to that Vola swap, Ukama actually dealt more damage to Tuvine than Tuvine did to Ukama.
Yeah, so Aquatic Whirlwind should be enough to close it out. The only counter would be a Kinu swapping in to eat that Aquatic Whirlwind, but if Matgia wants to counter that, maybe you double, but I think you need to Noxious Bomb this side pat, so I don't think you get to punish the Kinu. This is a bit of a tough turn.
There are still some good swaps for Beast, though. Maybe bringing in that Gialis, even Size Munch. they don't really mind taking that noxious bomb the way that Snrplat does.
Yeah. And if Machia wants to read, Snrplat going with a toxic ink onto itself, you could bring one of your toxic Tems, that gold of the Platymus. But that's only if 2Vine swaps. If 2Vine doesn't swap, then that's kind of harsh. That's kind of a tough pill to swallow there. The 2Vine didn't get punished. It has a Kinu buff. And then you got some heavy feathered Gatlings coming your way. So the mind games are here. Whether Beast wants to flinch on his 2Vine or Machia flinch on his Yukama, it could tell the complete picture just on this turn 2. I mean, if they both don't flinch, what ends up happening? So turbo choreography, Yukama might be going down this turn.
Nicho's side towards the Yukama, 53 all. No, never mind, 2%. He just survives Volarend Noxious bomb onto the Snrplat down below 50, and it is anaerobic. And now this 2Vine does decide to stay in. He takes down Yukama. I felt like that was a risky play. I mean, looking at the back right now for Beast, 2Vine is kind of the best way to deal with Volarend, especially knowing now that it is that anaerobic, Snrplat Machia's Gialis does have the doppels, so Beast Wars Gialis doesn't have that free fight with Vola.
Yeah, and I almost felt like I'm trying to think, why does Machia want the speed onto his bird? Is it just for the Snrplat for the Kinu? I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe a heavier hyperkinetic strike, but I feel like Yukama could have had an aquatic whirlwind on the 2Vine just to bring it into that red zone. But there has to be a reason. We'll let it play out. And yeah, it might be for that HKS damage. We will see. And speaking of, Seismunch coming out, and it could be, oh, I thought it was Gialis, but no, Kinu, just to make that Seismunch a bit more tankier.
Yeah, protector buff coming through, but the toxic plume so good under Seismunch, minus attack before it's able to do anything.
Yeah, and that definitely hurts. That definitely hurts. Of course, he has a way to bring it back. He has that heat up, but that's the whole turn you go without attacking there. And you only go up to +1, so only a 50% increase as opposed to a 100% increase from that double attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's still worth to do to get rid of that negative effect, but what happens if we just have more toxic plumes coming through? That's always a possibility. Volarend and Gialis have a lot of HP. They could do this for a while.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Seismunch Wreck is online. I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be doing the most, of course. It's -1 attack, but still, if this is a good amount of attack TVs, even a 100% Gialis, it still takes at least 70% from a Seismunch. So Gialis not the safest, but yeah, I mean, these guys are still here. You got a good old Crystal Bite into Kinu, but maybe able to eat it. Actually, nothing's able to eat it. That we know what Snrplat has. He has Doppelganger, so has to keep Kinu in here.
Yeah, it is the hyperkinetic strike, but Kinu sacrifices itself onto Munch. +3/+3 as Kinu goes down before Gialis is able to do anything in the Crystal Bite. That was a very good sacrifice. Crystal Bite doing next to nothing to Seismunch, keeping him safe, keeping him warm as he heats up, getting his attack +1.
Yeah, and Beast playing it fantastic. Machia did not consider that sacrifice there, but look at Seismunch. He is looking like a beast for sure. +1 attack, so solid 50% increase. But look at that, +3 defense, +3 special defense. Doing a really good job so far. However, Seismunch Wreck, you're able to absorb it quite well, but no, Gialis stays in just for the reduction, so back at base stage of attack for Seismunch.
Yeah, and that's even more positive special defense for this Volarend. Gialis hook kick with Doppelganger's Roach.
Oh! So everything Machia has been working towards bringing the Seismunch down a base, but Seismunch just like that back up to 100% increase on attack. This Seismunch with that sacrifice from the previous turn is looking like a huge threat. But wow, I'm impressed Rawrzyyy took the gamble there. Didn't think Seismunch Wreck was coming out. He said, you know what, we're gonna go for it. But yeah, risky play paying off, because now Gialis easily gets one shot. And yeah, Gialis has to leave here. He got a free 60% damage on Gialis. And yeah, now most likely Golder's gonna come in to try to eat up this Seismunch Wreck.
That was still a good job from Rawrzyyy though, dropping the attack on Seismunch so often that he was delaying that wreck all the way. I mean, now we're on turn 6. That could have happened as soon as turn 3.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have been as devastating, of course, but yeah, Rawrzyyy can't take the risk. Okay, going with Platymus just to apply the pressure back the next turn. So Feather Gatling trying to bring Gialis a little bit lower, so it does get into the kill range soon. But this isn't going to be doing so much. That is half damage on both of the Tems. I mean, +2 is +2, so Crystal Bite should clean up the Volerin. Even at -1, I believe. Yeah, -1 attack still enough for the Volerin, so well done to Beast. Takes down a Tem, so 2 Tems down for Rawrzyyy, 1 Tem down for Beast. But looking at that health advantage, Beast has the Tems, Rawrzyyy has the HP. This is so close. What an epic final so far.
And it needs to be said, Rawrzyyy has a Ghouler with 100% HP. I mean, this was a wall that just stayed out during the semifinals for, I mean, what, 10 turns in a row? Facing down Tems that you'd think would do some damage to it, and it just didn't mind. So now looking at what's left here for Beast, I mean, Tuvine, Gialis, Snrplat, Seismunch, Ghouler doesn't mind.
Yeah, nothing too much is going to be impact. The only thing, as we said earlier in the match, is Tuvine. Tuvine with... Oh, let's see how much this is going to do. Aquatic Whirlwind onto... Okay, Gialis to guarantee the kill. So well done from Rawrzyyy.
Yeah, spotting that stamina low on Seismunch, but he does still go for the uppercut. It doesn't cost too much, but it is the overexertion and a lot of damage dealt. Platymus, though, now with 1 Bamboozle. I mean, if they double into it, Platymus will fall down this turn, but Seismunch... Actually, no, Seismunch did overexert, so it can't double in.
Yeah, that was quite big for sure. Platymus being bamboozled here protects it from going down from the Feather Gatling from the Tuvine. So Beast most likely has to target Golder. But yeah, Platymus with a rather free Urshul slash... he just used Aquatic, so not Aquatic. So I guess keep it simple, Urshul. It goes past those defenses. And if it's a Snrplat swap, it will be getting the better of Snrplat in those couple turns.
Yeah, I mean, I think personally I'd want to target this Munch right now. If you do the Aqua Bullet Hell and a Toxic Ink, I mean, Snrplat doesn't want to take the Toxic Ink, Seismunch doesn't want to take the Aqua Bullet Hell. You're covering your bases on both possibilities. Yeah, and Beast does swap out that Seismunch, bringing Snrplat back in.
Oh, is this going on Tuvine? Yes, it is. So, if he's able to take out Tuvine, he has no answers for the Golder. And look at that, 50% on the Golder. You know what? Maybe the damage has been done, but this is so close to call. Rawrzyyy 50% Golder, Gialis 100% healthy, but you know, with the one play, one Seismunch wreck completely changes it. But yeah, I think Rawrzyyy wins this. Aquatic Whirlwind should bring Seismunch really low. Oh, this is all about speed here. Nicho Psy from Snrplat. If it goes before the Aquatic Whirlwind, there is no Aquatic Whirlwind because it will be brought down. So it's literally who's faster. Is Beast World's more invested? It looks like Rawrzyyy said, oh, my Platymus is not too fast, so we will swap.
Yeah, Gialis comes out. Nicho Psy going first. Going to do quite a bit towards this Gialis 40% hole, and Dimmock onto the Golder. 50% down to 26.
Oh,
but that was a big overexertion. And then the
yeah.
Toxic Ink brings the side pat down. Hopeless Tonic. Hopeless Tonic on the Size Munch. It only has 2 turns to live, but it can do so much in that time.
Oh my god, Rawrzyyy, this is the craziest thing we've had in a long time. Bro, what is going on? Hopeless Tonic, the last hope for Beast Worlds to get it done. Oh my god, we rarely ever see it. Man, is this a self-esteem Size Munch to clear the doom?
I don't think it even matters. I think Size Munch can do it in time. I think a wreck. Yeah, Hook Egg doesn't do very much. Toxic Ink as well, outspeeding everything. But now, oh, Size Munch, it had to rest. I forgot about the overexertion.
Yeah.
I forgot about the overexertion. That was likely the end.
Yeah, but Size Wreck, it is at +2 attack. I do think it cleans up Platimus and the Golder. And then he's gonna have Dim Mac the next turn, but you know, he has to have self-esteem. Of course, he goes down here. If he wrecks and has Earthbound, then he dies. So Sharp Stab does go first, of course, being 3 proud, but here goes the wreck. It has to get the, actually, it's gonna get the kill on Gialis, 100%. Wait a minute, is this self-esteem? Oh, this is disgusting. Oh my god, Beast Worlds, I see why you're in the finals. You got the spiciest thing we've seen in a long time. Dim Mac for the win, and GG. Hold up, wait a minute.
That was incredible.
That was epic. I know.